What is up, Divergent friends? Welcome to some conspiracy theory trivia on cognitive dissonance with Tyler Kiwala. Everything
What up,
you
guys?
never wanted to know, right? Oh, we got some. Oh, here we go. Me.
Fact or come on, man?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what it is. You know what it is. Who do we got here with us? Let's see.
What's up,
Fearless.
Alara?
Alara, what up?
She's in
Jorge
Fox.
Martinez. She's in Foxhole. Yeah, please keep it eye. Who all's over there? Let's see. Casey
Golden
Sims,
Crisp, always
Golden
in
Crisp.
Texas. Cheese pissed. Philly Q, Dodie Danny, Miguel California.
Miguel California, what up, fam? We got Suitor, Patricia, Fearless, Mr. Fox, Frightening Me, Hez Sovereign, Dave Mees, Brooklyn, Amy the Butterfly Beacon. Let's see, what's going on over here with the DLive? TV Square Eyes, Leyland, hello. Soul Rico, Keys. Good to see you guys. Oh, thank you, Julie65. Look at that. Speaking of thank yous, before we get into it, let me thank donors from the last show. On Cash App, big thanks to Chris Hawkins on DLive, J Bell, J Brewskis, Allison N, Russo202, Chick Threads, Terry Lashley, Lady D626, Dave, Eagle, Callum, Debbie Roush, the Wonder Mod, man, Lion and Eagle, Detox with Tessa, Stony Joe, Corkscrew, you guys mean the world. Just so you know, in case you were curious. What up, Rainbow Snuggle Fritz?
So we're,
Man.
we're definitely doing the Raisin Man thing for sure
Oh, man.
tonight.
Again? Yes, we are. Hopefully it'll start to cooperate.
I don't know if it has something to do with going live on so many platforms.
Maybe. Or my
Uh,
computer's just POS. Could be that.
could
Totally
be.
could be that. Right? Because I've messed with every possible setting. But the sound seems to be okay. So I guess, there's that.
I wonder if videos, when you play a video, I wonder how that shows up.
Well, I mean, the video definitely looks like California raisins, but the sound stays good. Like
No,
I've
no, no. I mean, like a video, if you play a video, like a UFO footage or something.
Oh, you'll be
Like,
fine because it's running through Zoom, I think. I don't know. Bruh. Bruh. It's always
anyway,
something, right?
well, they're just gonna have to get used to the old school technology,
Right.
claymation,
Right. It's all right. Nightmare
celebrity
Before
death
Christmas
match.
was like that, right? Celebrity Deathmatch,
That
right?
was the best show.
That was an awesome show. Man. So did you see so we got another UFO video drop, right? I don't know if you guys saw that, Tyler. I don't know if you saw that. They apparently people were talking shit about the UFO the Corbell, the video UFO of the UFO the Corbell released that had gone down into the water, and people were, oh, that's birds or that's a balloon or whatever, whatever. So he got mad and released the radar footage from the Omaha corroborating that video. At the same time the dudes are talking or
Sure.
whatever, um, spazzing out, and there were like a ton of these UFOs on the radar. They were like, holy shit, them things are moving fast. Like they had no idea what was going on. Well, it sounded like they had no idea what was going on, right?
They probably didn't. I mean, they don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm sure they
It's all
don't.
compartmentalized. But I mean, of course, it's gonna get real confusing right now
Man,
with what's going. They want to confuse us. When we're confused, we're unsure. It's so easy for them to push their limited hangout agenda.
man.
Um,
I mean, I think it's
yeah.
fair to consider that I think we found tech that we reverse engineered. Now, some of that, I think it's fair to assume maybe some of it is us. Some of it could be God only knows what, you know. But somebody had made a really good point on another podcast I was listening to the other day that making something like this, like if it were China or Russia, say the stuff, the mining they would have to do and the equipment that they would have to get together, like it would be noticeable to our satellites. So it's probably a fair assumption that maybe it's not them. You know,
Yeah. No,
eh,
I would I just say it's us, black budget program, secret space program, advanced drones. Not all footage, but the footage that they're showing us, I
right,
think so.
right.
So what do you think of alien leaks? Have you seen that with Ron Watkins?
No,
They started that Telegram group, Alien Leaks, and
No.
Ron Watkins and somebody else, and they like within the first day they had over 20,000 subscribers,
I
but they
bet.
put they put a disclaimer out there. It's like any military personnel, government, blah blah blah. If you have any documents, any footage, anything provable, please send it to us. And then
Right.
they just got overwhelmed with stuff they have to go through and vet now.
Oh, I bet.
I just wonder. I'm very skeptical of all of that. Why, like the whole group, the Ron Watkins thing, like what gives them, I don't know. I'm just very skeptical of all of it. We'll see.
Man. Well, I mean, definitely send me a link. I want to go see what the hell those
It's
guys are
on
talking about.
Telegram, Alien Leaks. It's literally the WikiLeaks version
Oh,
of Alien. That's what the whole thing is. It
sweet.
works exactly like WikiLeaks.
Sweet.
Um, I just don't know how I feel about all of it. I don't know. We'll see. Because listen, if you convince all these people to send you all their proof, and you have an ulterior motive, you can do whatever you want with that. You can just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
You,
you're gonna get people that are sending deliberately deceptive things too. I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna have to go down that way.
yeah. So I don't know if they bit off more than they can chew, and they actually released a podcast simultaneously with it.
Ooh,
So they're going to be discussing this stuff all the time. Uh,
that's pretty awesome.
Code Monkey, it's interesting. We'll see.
Hmm. Yeah, have to see where they go with it. Have to see where they go with it. What you got some interesting footage sent to you, didn't you?
Yeah, a fan of ours sent us that footage. It's up on our YouTube channel. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it by now. I can play it again if you want, but um, I don't know what to make of it. It appears it could be Starlink. People have sent me footage of a Starlink launch, and it looks almost identical. Although I don't know how Starlink works as far as how long does it take before they start
Right.
separating after the initial launch. How many times are they launching? Because there's photographs of this from all over the place now. And is this the same launch? And why do they stay that close together that long? I don't really know if it
I
is
think they
Starlink.
have approval for 30,000 satellites. Like we're gonna
60,000,
well, I thought they were trying to get an additional 30. They had
maybe.
30,000, they were trying to get another 60,000 or an additional 30 or something. In any case, there's going to be a hell of a lot of stuff in the skies. I mean that's going to make sky watching fairly difficult.
You want to? I'm gonna screen share
Yeah, go ahead.
real quick, and then we'll just play it. Let you guys decide. You see that?
Oh, hold on. There you go.
All right. There's no audio because she was filming this with a night vision camera. They had no microphone, so um, could be Starlink. I don't know. Hey guys, what's up? This video was sent to us from a fan of ours who lives about 4 hours away in Henry, Illinois. She recorded this on May 26, 2021, around 10 p.m. with her night vision camera. As you can see, this thing looks exactly like the mothership that was recorded at ESETI Ranch a few nights ago, and a few other people caught it as well. I don't know what this thing is flying around, but it's very interesting. If you guys have any thoughts, let us know in the comments. Thank you. And this just plays it again. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know because those look
there's,
really close together. And the ones at
yeah,
ESETI also looked really close together.
some people, the ones that he said, that one's been analyzed by quite a few people already, and some of those images, it looks like a solid craft. It does not look like a bunch really close together. Actually, it's interesting. I because he posted all the photos with different filters and stuff, and it appears to be a solid craft.
Huh. Well,
So
I mean, who knows? This thing may be too. I mean, it kind of disappeared out of the picture there.
yeah, exactly. So
So who knows,
um,
man?
I don't know. Well, it's kind of just whatever. Well, some people are convinced it's UFO. Some people are convinced it's Starlink.
Yeah, well, there's
Um,
people that are convinced this stuff is weather balloons and birds too. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
um, So everybody gets I don't know. Let's see what the Starlink doesn't look like that at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and it's so easy. So the one in at East City actually, Vancouver mainstream media ran a piece on it, and
Oh,
they verified that it was Starlink that everybody saw. It wasn't just spotted at East City. They verified it was from a Starlink launch that happened that night. Blah 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 blah. My only concern is that's such that's such an easy way out.
man,
They can say everything is Starlink now.
convenient.
Yeah, it's very convenient. It's even for the skeptics, who I don't know, it's just easy. Everything can't be Starlink.
Right,
Um, I really don't know though.
man. Well, let's see what you do know, Tyler. Let's see what you do know.
Beautiful segue.
Right? Let's get down to the brass tacks here. All right, sir. When he was a teenager, Barack Obama used what alias when traveling to Mars as a part of Project Pegasus? Was it A. Jeremiah Wright, B. Barry Soetoro, C. Michael Jackson, or D. Johnny Walker?
Read the answers again. How are we supposed to know that?
All right, hold on. Let me one
Well,
more time for the.
I mean, how are we supposed? I don't. I mean, maybe you guys know. I don't know what. I didn't even know that
None
he
of
went to
those names
Mars.
sound familiar to. Okay, when he was a teenager, Barack Obama used what alias when traveling to Mars as a part of Project Pegasus? Was it A. Jeremiah Wright, B. Barry Soetoro, C. Michael Jackson, or D. Johnny Walker?
I have no idea, but the only one that sounds familiar is Barry Satoru or whatever.
Cat
But I don't
Spotter
know.
says E. Uranus, right? Looks like, yeah, it is Barry Soetoro. I ha- Somehow I missed the part where he went to Mars. I apparently it was like
I've heard that.
a news
I just
story in 2012 that he in the 80s allegedly either teleported over there or used portal tech to go over there twice
oh, that makes so much sense.
as a part of
So
Project
do you
Pegasus.
know the Mandela Effect, the Bruce Springsteen album? He apparently released a whole
Oh,
album about life on Mars and civilizations on Mars and blah blah blah. Blah. And
no.
then there's like you can look it up, and I don't know if you can find them anymore, but there was like album covers for it, and there was stuff everybody said, oh, it was a joke, whatever. But um,
Well, Barack and Bruce
but
Springsteen are tight, apparently.
exactly, what if they go way back?
Oh,
Something,
right.
yeah. And this was
Man.
about the time that album came out, or the album didn't come out. I don't remember it's been so many years since I read about it, but they said, oh, it was a joke, or the album never hit the shelves, and other people say it's like a Mandela effect, and the whole thing just was whatever.
Aw, thank you, Summer Sunshine. Much love to you.
But it
Yeah,
makes me wonder. It actually kind of helps connect the
that
dots.
does. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they're super tight. I thought they were doing a podcast together. I know Barack
Yeah,
got him
yeah.
out of a DUI or something over
They
the
were doing a
summer.
podcast together, and then he was invited to. They were both invited to Tom and Rita's dinner party a few weeks ago,
Ooh,
with along with Steven Spielberg.
naturally,
Uh,
naturally.
yeah, so
Well, that's wild. Learn
yeah,
something new every day. Samantha says, "I'm ashamed. I love Bruce Springsteen." Yeah. Bruce and Barack are super super tight. They're bros.
yeah.
It's a shame. All right, Tyler. Let's see about this one. Where is the primary entrance to the Hollow Earth located? Is it A at the caves on the shore of the Dead Sea? Is it B Area 51? Is it C the North Pole or D Easter Island?
See,
C the North
it,
Pole.
it 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 could be all of them, honestly,
I know,
but
right?
the main one is what we actually discussed it
Yeah,
one of these episodes.
last week, right? The Smoky
Yeah,
God, right?
yeah.
Brooklyn said B, Area 51.
They all go
Oh.
underground. I mean, there's the entire underground tunnel system even goes under our oceans.
Well, when Brooks was on the show the other day, like I was asking him about that, and I tend to think that hollow earth, as in the space inside, is one thing. I think that there's honeycombing in the crust, where maybe there would be it would be much easier for civilization to sustain itself. You know, not
Sure.
not
Yeah.
necessarily like all the way in
The,
there. Like he was saying, it would be like six. The core was like, I don't know what he said, 6,000 degrees, and it would be a horrific extreme environment. But in the crust, you would kind of waylay some of those. You know,
so I have two theories. Yeah, I think it could be all the civilizations could be within the crust, or on the crust. Yeah, and then the core is actually the smoky god, the sun. It's not the core like we
right, right,
think it
right.
is. Um, I've heard via channelings and stuff that we would never comprehend how it's done, but there's like civilizations and bases all the way at the core of the earth. So
Aw, thank you, Matthew the Star Seed. He says, "Love you, Star Fam. We love you too."
so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see one day, right? It's all just speculation by now.
Right, Brooklyn.
Um,
It's not YouTube that's doing that delay thing. This is damn. This has got to be either my Streamlabs or my computer itself. I'm gonna have to mess with it again. Like I thought I
no,
had
it's
it
it's
fixed.
it's foil tube that's doing that.
Man, I personally have been foiled. I,
Yeah.
you know, we'll
Um,
get it together. I'll get it
yeah.
together.
I would love to see what in the earth looks like.
Man, right?
I mean, I read enough on it. I have a very good idea of what to expect, But the one thing that I've heard people talk about is like some parts almost look like Avatar, like it's glowing plants and glowing like the insects and all the stuff is like fluorescent,
Well,
bioluminescent.
he
That's what I'm trying to say.
said that the what did he say? That it was iron and xenon crystal. The core was an iron xenon crystal. If they were able to corroborate this with like, that they had scientific proof that it was some sort of iron xenon crystal that formed, and that at 6,000 degrees Celsius, I believe, it gives off a like a white light that would be suitable for life.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Who knows? I
who
mean, just like
knows?
the inside of the sun is not nearly as hot as we think it is. It's an electric sun. It's not a gas sun. They said basically the sun is like imagine one of those globes that you put your hand on and the electricity.
Right?
It's like that, and apparently it's like a portal for all kinds of ETs use that to come and go right through the sun. It's
Becky,
it's actually gets cooler when you go in.
you can see him sucking plasma. Like
Yeah.
it can't be what we think it is. Becky Lou asked if I was going to ESETI. She wants to hear me narrate Skywatch. Like, can you imagine that? Like, oh shit, son. Oh shit. Look at that. Look at it. Do you see it?
Between
Right.
between you and Jermaine narrating Skywatch, that'd be
Man,
amazing.
right. Making Skywatch great again, yo.
Yeah.
It would be wild. That would be hysterical. Me and Jermaine narrating the Skywatch. I can dig it. I can dig it. All right,
Yeah.
Tyler and Fearless, if you're still out there, which European country has the most unicorn sightings?
Hmm.
Hmm? Hmm? Is it A, Scotland, B, Ireland, C, Switzerland, or D, France?
Ireland. The
Ireland?
leprechauns. The leprechauns need something to ride.
Man, the leprechaun. Can you imagine a leprechaun riding a freaking unicorn? Like, what kind of tinfoil insanity would that be?
I really don't know. I have no idea actually what that answer is.
Right? Man, the California raisin effect is really serious today. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I promise I'm gonna figure that out. I would shut off my VPN, but God only knows what would happen then.
That's why we quit doing exactly what you're doing and just stuck with YouTube right now, just to put out the quality product. I was like, I can't stand that lag. So
I know YouTube has got me so like I could literally show you the day when they told me to go F myself. Like
I mean,
it's so bad.
Same with us. We get shadow banned for sure, and we get copyright strikes all the time. And but I mean, I don't know how we're flying under the radar, but whatever. I'll take it. Um,
Fearless says Scotland. Indeed, sir. Have you? I need to know, Fearless. Have you seen a unicorn? Apparently,
he
this is
is a
a thing,
unicorn.
right? Oh, good call.
He
Good
is a unicorn.
call.
How does
Right?
he stay up like for 23 hours a day?
I know, right?
Um, what was I gonna say? What were we just talking about?
Leprechauns riding unicorns. Quality product on YouTube. YouTube being hateful.
YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Archons.
No, that's what it was. That last night in our episode, we had that troll come in and call Journey to Disinformation
Yeah, yeah, the
podcast.
one that
Yeah,
I
we took
nixed.
him out. Yeah,
Right? Yes. I know, right?
and what a
Hateful.
yeah. I don't care. I thought it was funny.
He didn't leave. You know, he never
Yeah.
left. He was still there even after his timeout was up. He was still watching because I kept checking on him. I was waiting for him to say something else stupid so I could go
Why would
off.
you? I mean, these people. It's like either they're paid to be a troll. I don't know what they're doing. Why would they stick around?
Bruh. Like, find something. There's got to be something better you could do, with your time. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's just
And guess what? If we are putting out this information, I'm sorry. I don't know.
right.
But we're
This
all
is
here to
all
figure it out.
about rampant speculation, right? Do
Yeah.
any of us know anything? I mean, for God's sakes, we're talking about unicorns in Scotland. Like, this is
Yes.
right.
Yes.
What do we really know? We don't even know what we know. We don't know what we don't know. So just it is what it is, right?
Yep. The only thing I know is that every time I take my shirt off, there will be lint in my belly button.
That is probably a fact, Tyler. It
Yeah, it's
happens,
fact. Every
right?
time.
Know that, right? Hey, well, we can start there. One of our
I
our
can't prevent it.
prime knowings, our prime force there, lint in the belly button. Let's see. All right, Tyler. The Nazi base called New Swabia, which conspiracists claim is where Hitler hid after the war, is located where? Is
This is
it
so easy.
I, maybe there's people that don't
Just
know, sir.
okay.
Is it
Okay.
A, Brazil, B, Antarctica, C, inside the hollow earth, or D, on the far side of the moon? See, you might not know.
I can
Hmm?
even show people the
Look
map
at
of it.
you.
And
You
they
and
still
you and your
won't
book.
know.
See, all my books are in the other room. Look at that.
And it's New Schwaben land.
Yeah,
New Schwaben.
but the base was New Swabia apparently. But yes, New Schwabenland.
Focus, whatever.
Whatever. Whatever, sir. Let's see what it. Yes, fearless. It is, of course, it's Antarctica. It's Antarctica,
Yes.
right? All right, let's. All right, Tyler. Let's see. Here. Oh, here's a harder one. Let's see if you know this one, Mister Knowing Stuff. What is the name of the ship that conspiracists claim was painted to look like the Titanic before it was intentionally sunk? Hmm? Was it A, the SS Minnow? Could have been. Was it B, the MS Pacific Princess, C, the RMS Lusitania, or D, the RMS Olympic? Hmm? Hmm?
What
What
was
was
this? Can you read them again?
what was the name of the ship that conspiracists claim was painted to look like the Titanic before it was intentionally sunk? Was it A, the SS Minnow, B, the MS Pacific Princess, C, the RMS Lusitania, or D, the RMS Olympic? What do what do our
Something
foxhole
about
friends say?
the princess, maybe.
The prince.
The
It's a pretty pretty
princess
princess.
or Olympic princess, but princess is my first guess. Foxhole says Argentina.
Oh, there's.
No, no, I have to refresh it
Say, are we still debating? Boys in
unless
Brazil, right,
unless
Cat
we
Spotter?
unless we're not live anymore in Foxhole.
Uh oh. Are we live on DLive? Let me go look. Oh, I'm scared to even click anything. Jeez.
I don't know what's
Oh
going on.
no, we're good over there. It's buffering.
Um, Foxhole is just moving extremely slow for me on my computer right now, so I can't tell.
Man. Let's see. On YouTube, they're saying not a conspiracy. It's D, the Olympic. Says Lawrence T. What up, Lori Green? Um, let's see.
I
D,
can't.
D, C,
Foxhole's
B,
moving too slow.
D. It is D, the RMS Olympic. Yeah, I don't. Is DLive looks like it's buffering too. Like, yeah.
But we don't look like we're yeah, but there we go again. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Well, yeah. Apparently, and allegedly they. Why did they? Do you know why they allegedly sunk it?
The something to do with the Federal Reserve. I don't remember the exact story though. They were enlighten us.
Some kind of, I don't know, something, some kind of an insurance scam. Take out the leadership there. Like it
Yeah,
had all the bigwigs on the boat there.
yeah, it was definitely. Samantha said it's the Olympic for sure.
Yes, it was the Olympic. Let's see. All right, here's one for you. What song clearly predicts the takeover of the USA by satanic communists? Hmm? Was it A, American Pie, B, All About That Bass, C, Copacabana, or D, Born in the USSR?
It's not the Macarena.
It's not the Macarena. I don't know what the
Um,
hell they're talking about in the
I
Macarena.
don't I can't even pretend like I know that one. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics to really any of those songs.
Let's see. What are they? Yeah, it takes a minute to catch up. Man, at least one of them you gotta know.
I do read the songs again.
A, American Pie. B, All About That Bass. C, Copacabana. Or D, Born in the USSR.
All about that bass, no trouble.
It
See, they
was
were they
uh,
were saying no treble, but they really meant no trouble.
right, right, right. That makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, I can buy it.
What is it? The Coca
Bye,
Cabana?
bye, Miss American
Oh, Miss
Pie.
American Pie.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the
Yeah,
levee
I
was
lied.
dry.
I do know that. I
Right?
do know more of those songs than I thought. Um,
Apparently, yeah. See,
but I didn't
they
know
think
it.
we're
I
crazy,
did. I mean, it's just like the "Stairway to Heaven" song. If you play it in reverse, it's all satanic.
man.
It literally like push. It literally reads out to be some satanic message.
I had heard that. I've never listened to it
You,
backwards though. The word
you want
they
to? Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Say if you guys really want to learn a lot about this type of stuff, there's a book out there called Alien Rock, and it talks about all of our famous musicians and how they're all contactees and how most of their songs weren't their ideas. I mean, all of them: Elvis,
It's the
Michael
devil,
Jackson,
sir.
all the big ones, the Beatles. The whole and the Beatles were clones after a certain point. Um,
I was watching some podcast where they were talking. Well, maybe it wasn't a pod. Maybe it was just a documentary or something where they were talking about um like these big performers. They sign contracts where they can't even talk about or say the name of Jesus, and that it's the same thing with these deep underground bases. They can't. They're not even supposed to bring up anything related. Like not even if you're swearing. Like you can't even say the name of Jesus. And who had co-signed that? Was it Little Wayne that had co-signed that statement? Like, yeah, we're not supposed to talk about Jesus or say it in their songs or anything. I wish I knew what the hell I was watching because that was a crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I believe it though.
That was a
I,
crazy. Yeah, the frequency disturbs. You know,
yeah.
the archons, the evil
Well,
beings,
that's what
whatever the
happened.
hell.
I just shared a video. It was when Obama or when Trump was being inaugurated the first time, and he shook Obama's hand, and
Was there
Obama's
smoke?
basically Obama's
Oh,
body had a physical reaction, like he was like taken off guard, like whatever light or whatever was within Trump. Let's just say like there was a benevolent force there. Whatever was in Obama did not was not compatible, right? And he just had this, his whole body just did this weird thing, like he couldn't like it was a hit of energy that he did not like at all.
you're gonna have to send me that. I haven't seen that. That's crazy.
I just shared it on my Instagram.
I don't ever go
Um,
on there. I have an Instagram, but I literally never use it. I don't know.
So what have I was just listening to? Or what am I reading? Oh, so people are they said Elvis never died. So I'm reading a Carrie Cassidy book right now, Rebel Gene. I started it, read half of it a long time ago, and I'm finishing it. And now I know why I stopped and started because everything I'm reading now makes a lot more sense to me than it would have a while back. But there's a few of her whistleblowers that we are referring to this place. People she's interviewed refer to this place where all the supposed dead people hang out. All everybody that apparently
It's my
died
house.
in the public eye. Yeah, they talk about going to these parties and this and that. And this one guy had talked about like exposing this place, and he so they somehow knew that he was sent there to do that, and they couldn't stop him. They couldn't do anything about it. But he was allowed in to see this place, and he claims like Elvis and all the people, Marilyn Monroe, all these people are alive. Not all of them, maybe still, but they all
Yeah, they
hang
had
out.
had fake
They all hang out
Tupac
underground.
and Biggie and them.
They all hang out underground. Yeah,
Fearless said, "Why is it 440 and not 432? The hertz that they record the music in. It's dissonant. It's supposed to be dissonant to your soul.
yeah,
You know."
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I used to be a huge heavy metal fan. I played metal. I loved it, and some of it when I go back to listen to now, I can't because I feel the energy
Listen.
behind it. And then some bands, I'm like, okay, this isn't bad, but certain ones, Lamb of God, you know who they are.
Yes.
I, I can't hardly listen to that anymore
Well, like
because of yeah,
I had the same I'm with you. Like when I had my experience and I had to change everything, like I can't I can't listen to rap no more. There's and not even just music. Like there's movies I can't watch, TVs, like I just can't. I just can't. It's disturbing to my soul, but the music especially, cuz that'll take you somewhere you don't want to be.
yeah. No, I know. Well, it even affects your blood and everything. Like it's that frequency is meant to keep you asleep. Basically, there's a science to it. They know exactly what they're doing.
Oh hell yeah, they know. Hell yeah, they know.
I was gonna say one more thing, and I've just lost it. Right before that, what was I talking about? The
Carrie Cassidy, Rebel Gene,
oh
Marilyn
no
Monroe
no no
being
the Lamb
alive.
of God. Joel Osteen or Osteen, however you say his
Man,
name, Joel
yes,
Osteen.
that guy.
So he met Lamb of God, and he thought he did never heard them, and he thought that they were a Christian band. And he took a
Ah,
picture with him. He took a picture with him wearing like a Lamb of God t-shirt, and he was like, "It's so awesome that people are putting music out." Well, he really thought that you can find it somewhere online. He actually thought that Lamb of God was like a Christian band or something.
I could see that happening, really.
Yeah, he was totally
Hmm.
clueless to it. He just like so I think somebody told him. It's almost like he was set up,
And I'm
and he
sure
was just
Lamb of God knew who he was and was probably laughing all the
oh
way, like,
oh big time.
this
Yeah.
freaking dude, right? That's funny. All right, Tyler. How can you tell if somebody is a shape shifting reptilian alien simply by looking at their eyes? Right? How can you tell if somebody's a reptilian just by looking at their eyes? Is it A, they have a second, clear inner eyelid? B, their pupil is oval shaped? C, they can move each eye independently? Or D, their eye color is green, hazel, or blue?
I actually don't know, but I'm curious to know how you can immediately
Hmm.
identify.
Right? Because it
To
seems like kind
answer
of a trick question, right?
to answer somebody's question, is Tyler from or lives in St. Louis City or County? Does anyone know? I do, Diane. I do live in St. Louis. Why?
Dun dun dun, right? Dun 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 dun. But
Um,
yeah, this seems like it could be a trick question, Tyler.
I know they have the clear eyelid. I
Yeah,
know
but
they
you
have
can't
that.
see that just by looking at them.
Yeah.
They gotta do that little thing, right, where they blink it
Hmm.
for you to
It could
see
be the
that.
eye color. The eye color wouldn't even be a fair one because then you can just say everybody with that color eye is reptilian. That's not fair. So, what were the other two?
Their pupil is oval shaped, or they can move each eye independently.
I would say they move each eye independently. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Hmm? It's actually their eye color, apparently.
Really?
Apparently, green, hazel, or blue. Tyler, what color are your eyes?
Brown?
Oh, you're safe. That's good. I was worried
I
for a
know
minute.
so many people with those color eyes,
Right?
so
That's what it said.
whatever.
I wonder. I mean, they can't mean every. I mean, maybe.
Maybe all reptilians only have three eye colors, and those are
Yeah.
them.
Maybe that's like an indicator. Hmm.
Like if you're suspicious and then the person has green eyes, then maybe.
Oh,
But I don't. I
Summer
don't know.
Sunshine had green eyes, right? I don't
I
know.
honestly, I
Maybe it's
think
a
the person who
mutation,
wrote that card needs to be fired.
right? Maybe it's a
I don't think they
mutation
know.
that was, from the original bloodlines. That maybe that's part of the thing. And so, like,
Maybe the person who wrote that question doesn't even know.
maybe they were high as hell, you
Right.
know, or just needed to type up something. Who knows? All right, let's go to the next one, right? The public believes the World Trade Center collapse was caused by a terrorist attack, but conspiracists say it was caused by what? A. Metal eating termites. B. A micro earthquake created with a quantum resonance generator. Seems legit. C. Thermite bombs planted by the government. Or D. It was clearly Godzilla.
George Bush isn't on there.
Right? I know. It says
um,
what, not who. So we got to
it's
go with
not.
what,
It's not A or D. It B or C. I don't. I mean, I
right?
know it's a controlled demolition, and I know the explosives were already there.
Was it?
Um,
All right, right.
so so it was the pre-rigged ones, the therma,
The
whatever.
thermite bombs planted by the government, right?
I mean, I don't know what
Oh,
kind of bomb was
Fearless is
planted.
a reptilian. He's just outed himself. That's messed up, dude. Just so you
Can't
know.
be a reptilian unicorn.
With the leprechaun.
Yeah, riding a yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Fearless, I don't know what you got going on over there, bruh, but bruv, right? Hmm. Yeah. Uh, De Havilland said it's a racist question. Yes, the eyes. Um, yeah. So yes, Tyler, it was thermite bombs planted by the government. But that whole micro earthquake with the quantum resonance generator, I don't know. I feel like maybe they turned the quantum resonance generator on China last week.
He probably with
Man,
those earth. Well, and then they had
the
all
the
the well,
storms.
they had the solar reports coming out. You know, we got blasted with GM or GMEs. Yeah,
CME,
CMEs. Yeah, blah, whatever.
GME.
We
Yeah,
got
I know. I
blasted with
was
CMEs
thinking
last
about
week, and
GameStop too.
they say, you know, what typically comes with that is earthquakes and whatever else. Um, they were chemtrailing the shit out of us too. The days it was supposed to hit.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was sad here in St. Louis.
I mean, Tyler, it's just Bill Gates. He just wants to dim the sun. It's not a problem. This is fine.
Yeah,
This is
they
fine.
dim the sun and then they tell all the doctors
Yeah,
to give us vitamin D.
right? This is fine. It's all gonna
They're
work
trying to
out.
replace sunlight with a pill.
Man,
They
they want to
are.
replace everything with a freaking pill. I take no
Yeah,
pills. Like,
I don't either. I really don't. I've been sick all day. I took
I know, and you're here
elder
like a
bit.
G.
I didn't. I got at noon. I just got hit with something. Felt like flu symptoms. Right. I was cold.
Oh,
I was
was it
cold,
Havana
shivering.
syndrome, maybe? Ooh,
I was cold, shivering, achy, and I took elderberry, echinacea golden seal, colloidal silver, zinc, oil of oregano, and I made some vegetable broth. I did 2 rounds of that, and I popped right back in
look
no
at you,
time.
looking like a champ. You're good. You're good,
Old
son.
old me would have been like Dayquil, Nyquil, and
I
that
know,
shit
right?
doesn't do anything, right? Uh, and on top of that, the thing I think that helped the most was I was doing clearings. I was clearing out any unseen negative influences, anything. I was just calling in my guides. I did it at least 4 times.
Brooklyn says, "Don't sleep on Rokfin, fam. Foil, Alara, and many friends are there. Can we pull up the Rockfin, Tyler? Can you see it? I'm scared to click anything, guys. Like, I don't know. We already look like California raisins. I can see 35 notifications about dropped frames. Are they up?
Um,
If you can hear us, we love you. We know you guys are over there, right? Yes, Patricia, this is fine. This is all fine. Everything is going to be great. It's going to be cool,
yeah, I don't
right?
know. You can pull up Rokfin. You can do what you want.
No, I can't click anything. God knows we don't want to crash the whole stream. I mean, at least we got a half a stream going on here.
Tyler, how do you feel about Plum Island Biosafety Level 3 lab moving to Manhattan, Kansas,
Yes,
Manhattan, Kansas, and becoming a BS Level 4 lab for animal and human disease or tornado alley and mid crop and cattle area? Um, how do I feel about that? I feel so what's interesting is that area, there's always a like portal that's like the portal's there's allegedly there's like this portal, this vortex that like the earth is moving and we don't always know about it, but
right,
this portal like relocates. And allegedly right now it's over the Kansas, Iowa, like the Midwest area. And if that is real, like I've only heard this via channeling, but a couple people corroborated this. If that is real, then that would make sense why they would relocate um, a lab where they're literally trying to create mutants.
man.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something else. I watch the like a lot of times I'll when I'm working or whatever, I watch the cyber attack threat map, and
yeah.
there is a shit ton of attacks both in and out of the Manhattan, Kansas area. So I imagine that that foreign governments or whoever is trying to get into their information all the time, and they launch a significant amount of counterattacks. I think we might even have cyber defense there. Like I think they may have even put. I could be totally wrong on that, but I think they may have even put some sort of cyber ops there because it was so constant. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it doesn't surprise me, but I think there's a lot more going on in that area than we realize too.
man, so much. All right, Tyler. Conspiracists claim the U.S. government ordered large quantities of what item to prepare for the U.S. population's enslavement?
Ventilators.
Right. Yes, that's the answer. Was
That's
it
what I mean. What is that? That's what they were doing.
right? Was it A, name badges? I mean, that feels like slavery to me. B, plastic coffins? C, tear gas canisters? Or D, orange jumpsuits?
The coffins. I know that
Yes,
because
sir.
Obama actually was one who purchased them.
Do you remember seeing the videos? Like, and they would
Yeah.
swear up and down, like they're grave liners.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't make it
Yeah.
any better. There are truckloads, just thousands of them getting shipped through the Midwest. Like how is it being a grave liner supposed to make this situation any freaking better? Like,
Yeah.
God, I hate when they try to debunk things. But apparently a lot of their debunks are being rebunked recently. Thank God.
It's gonna happen. I mean, the truth always prevails,
Man,
no matter what they say, you know?
that's why we can't stop doing whatever it is that we do here. I know we talk crazy here, but there's a lot of truth in the different shows that we do and with the different creators and people doing their research and people on Twitter and just people telling a friend who tells a friend. Like, just like with the whole lab leak hypothesis, which is now apparently allowed on Facebook and allowed on YouTube and allowed,
It is.
like, and man, they were smacking the videos down when they were first coming out. I
They
don't
don't
know,
at some point they realize they pick and choose their battles,
man.
and they can't suppress everything. So when something gets so widely spread, they're like, okay, they can believe this, but now we just work on the other lie.
It's
Um,
ridiculous.
yeah.
But I mean, the whole Wuhan lab thing. Like, I don't know if you were following me on Twitter at that time, but in shit, I think the first time I posted about it was in November or December of 2019. And of course, I'm over here like, oh, this is gonna be a catastrophe, right? And then China started putting out those propaganda videos, making it look like the whole world was about to collapse, and we didn't know at the time that that was intentional, right? But
Yeah.
I had gone through and found and made a whole thread on it. Professor Zheng Li, the person in charge of the biolab over there, about the research she was doing, the gain of function research, human transmissibility research, all of the alterations, and you could literally track her papers, the papers that she peer reviewed, scientific journals, the papers that she did talking about the alterations they made to the first SARS virus, to the MERS virus, and now the in between MERS and what happened. Now you can see the progression.
Yeah.
Like it's it's not some implausible tinfoil theory. Like you could see it.
The only thing that they still suppress is that you can't share anything saying that it was planned.
Right, right,
I got like warning sirens when I tried to do that.
right. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Um, I mean, yeah, Charles Lieber was arrested in January for trying to smuggle vials through the airport,
How many academics and scientists did they arrest in those first few months that they
and
just
he's a
yes,
Harvard scientist or whatever.
yes.
That was an actual report that you could look into. It had everything to do with it, you
Yeah,
know.
no doubt. No
Um,
doubt.
it was around before then, obviously, but um, see, I don't know. And then Trump kept saying, it's a China virus, but really it came from the U.S. If they were smuggling and they were funding it up, we know Obama and everybody
Funding.
else was funding the labs. And if they were trying to smuggle vials through the airport, I mean,
Well,
it might have
let
actually
me
come
tell you,
from.
the Professor Zhang, the woman I was just talking, she was doing her research. I think she started in 2003. And you, like I said, that was in China at the Wuhan lab. You can see. Like, but yes, we funded it, and we definitely sent information over there that helped them amp it. But
Yeah, I mean, it was all part of it.
allegedly,
We've seen it.
allegedly,
Yeah, we've seen it in all the movies and everything. I mean, if you go pre 9/11 and watch movies, you can see they were telling you the whole time 9/11 was going to be,
man.
or the
Uh,
towers were going to be
I
attacked.
listen. They
You
always
can,
tell us.
yeah, you can do the same thing with the virus. If you start looking, you're going to start. I mean, even down to the name of it. They told us
Well, you know what my new thing is evil
barbecue.
Doctor Evil. Yeah, that too. Barbecue, that too for sure. But Doctor Evil Klaus Schwab and his Cyber Polygon, which is coming up this month.
Yeah, yeah.
This coming month. Like we'll see, we'll see. All right, all right, Tyler. Name the creature with the body of a human and the head of a dog that prowls the swamps near New Orleans. Is it A,
Dogman,
right? Is it A, Bigfoot? B, yeah, but what do they call it? The Rougarou. C, Chupacabra, or D, Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack.
I mean, Chupacabra is the dog, but I've never. They don't claim that walks on two legs,
That thing
and
is,
it's not big. It's not
yeah,
Bigfoot, and it's not. What was the second one?
Rougarou.
A Rougarou? It could be that Rougarou or Wolfman Jack. But I don't. I mean, I just say
Right?
Wolfman Jack because it sounds like a southern thing.
It is the Rougarou.
Is it?
It is the Rougarou, right? Man, I didn't know. Apparently there are like dogmen accounts, like very
Yeah,
detailed dogmen accounts by respected historians going back like to the Roman days. Like I had no
yeah.
idea, dude.
I Rougarou. I didn't know that was the name of it, but
Yeah, the Rougarou.
I'm sure some local calls it Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman. It's the Wolfman, right? Seems legit. All right. Oh, here we are again. How is light provided to the inhabitants of the hollow earth? All right. Is it A, glowing volcanic lava? B, phosphorescent algae? C, alien flashlights? Could be alien flashlights. Or D, a small sun inside the earth?
D. My final answer.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, the mainstream thing might be algae, but D is my final answer.
Right?
I
Let's
wouldn't be
see.
surprised if that card said algae.
No, it is D. It is D, the small sun. Yeah, well, like I said, just that's that what is it? Iron xenon crystal in there. Heat it up, puts out the light. Starstream says "Roogie Roogie Roo," right?
Scooby Doo Doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo. All right, let's see.
Missouri shares a border with 8 states. I was born and raised in St. Louis County. That's where I'm at. My family still lives there. One blackmailed scientist could possibly release, infect all humans, pets, wildlife, etc. Um,
Wuhattan,
yeah, Wuhattan, Kansas.
right? Wuhattan seems
Yeah,
legit.
let him try. I mean, shake things up again.
Man, please no.
Hmm.
Please no. I'm done.
Alien flashlights. Oh my god.
Alien flashlights.
No, they said flashlights.
Flashlights. That would suck.
Alien flashlights.
What's that on Foxhole?
No, Matt Smith said it on
Oh, I see it now. It popped up.
YouTube.
All right, what is the name of the prehistoric Japanese clay figures that look like modern astronauts? What is the name of the prehistoric Japanese clay figures that look like modern astronauts? Is it A, samurai, B, the dogu, C, the weebles, or D, Ushapti?
B.
Final answer,
Yeah, I'll go final answer.
right? Let's see.
Could be wrong.
This D and B are both a thing. Are we still on the Wolfman? Right? Let me see. Is DLive pulling? Is it working? Swoop. Let's go over here and see what these guys are doing. Oh, what up, Sean Joe, Mr. No Clip, Soul Rico. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, thanks for the taco. Oh, thanks, Lady D. Duvalin for your lemon love. Dogu, Sean Joe says. Yep, it is the Dogu, guys. It definitely is the Dogu.
The Dogu,
The
the
Dogu.
Dogans.
Those are kind of neat looking things.
Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about. What do you
Oh,
know about the Dogans?
the Dogon, the tribe in Africa?
Yeah,
The
well,
Dogon tribe?
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was also
Man, they claim they were contacted, right? I mean, they had like maps of stars before we even knew that the stuff was out there,
yeah.
didn't they?
Well, apparently the Dogans were an ancient race of ET that came here. Um, that they were like a half fish, half dolphin, half. They were like a really weird hybrid.
Hmm.
Um, and they were worshipped because they were intelligent. I don't know exactly what they look like, but there's depictions of them in ancient artwork, right? And they were worshipped by these people, and they claim that this is the original form of Jesus, and then this is where the Jesus fish comes from.
That would be why I can't think. What's the name of the hat the Pope wears? Um,
The the
shit.
pedophile hat.
Yeah. What? But what is it? Yes. But what is it?
Oh my God!
It's
Somebody knows. I can't think.
right.
I know
What's the
what it
name of
is.
the hat the Pope? Man, and I know it too. It's on the tip of my tongue. And it's the fish hat, and it's actually supposedly what for Dagon, uh their god Dagon, the fish god. That would make a
Okay,
lot of
there you go.
sense.
So it's the
Hmm.
Dogans or the Dagans. Yeah.
Yep.
You can find information about that in the Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life if you guys want to know about that book. But they claim that that's where the original concept of the Jesus fish comes from.
Man, what's the name of the hat? Now I'm gonna be mad.
I
Uh,
know. I can't believe I don't know either.
and I can't pop out the Foxhole chat, Laura. Right now, I've got so many. We're already California raisins. If I try to click anything else, it's gonna be curtains here. But I love you guys. Just know that.
Papal Tiara,
No, 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 no. Man, type in Pope Fish
Mitra,
Hat.
Mitra,
Miter hat.
Miter.
Miter hat.
Is that it? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I think so. It's a
Mitra.
miter hat. Catholic hats are
Look at me.
Dogon cult. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah. Christina Fisher says miter. Yep. Brad Steinquist miter.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep. This is a miter hat. That's right. Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, interesting stuff.
I was raised Catholic, but I really have a trouble with the hierarchy of the church. Like, I don't.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
We should
Well,
be have trouble
I'm
with
not.
everything right now.
I don't identify as Catholic now, but I can't help it.
No.
I mean, I am Italian. I don't have much.
Since did you see since I shared something today since it said since we're giving everything a new identity and this is wireless hole puncher and it's a gun.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Identify things. I mean, that's how that works now. You can identify
Yeah.
however you want, right?
Identify as a vaccinated person.
Oh, Starstream says, anyone interested? I may be interviewing with Rex on leak projects sometime in the near future. That would be awesome. Let us know.
Very cool. Yeah.
Let us know. All right. Tyler, in 2010, what did conspiracists claim was behind the rise in shark attacks off the coast of Egypt? Now, I didn't know there was a rise in shark attacks, but apparently there was. And was it caused by A, the attacks were actually from shark like aliens called the Zen Wraiths? B, sharks were agitated from chemicals dumped by the CIA. I can see that. C, they were being mind controlled by Israeli spies. Or D, it was the beginning of the zombie shark apocalypse.
I'm gonna go with the Israeli spies. See,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not joking.
Right?
I can see that. Like I've heard about them trying to do this to dolphins and fish and stuff.
Weren't we just
Uh,
talking about that with the dolphins? Was
yeah,
that?
I was saying I know they use dolphins like that to be spies, so it could try. They maybe were trying with sharks also.
It was. It was
Yeah,
actually. Mind control. And can you imagine? I mean, for God's sakes, man. Like, sharks don't have enough going on.
all you gotta do is flip them upside down. They can't do anything. Paralyzes them.
I'll keep that in mind when I go to the beach next weekend.
You ever seen that? Those videos? If you can get
Hmm.
over like the small, you can't do it to a big shark. Obviously, it's too strong. But a smaller shark, all you have to do is flip it upside down, and it literally paralyzes it. It can't move.
It's
It just
tripping.
floats. To,
Just like, shit,
yeah,
what do I do now? Right?
something happens to it.
All right. Oh, here's one. What TV series is said to have aired predictions of Illuminati related events, including the deaths of Robin Williams and Paul Walker?
I think we all know this.
Was it A? Oh, do we though? Was it A, The Big Bang Theory, B, Family Guy, C, Mythbusters, or D, Orphan Black?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Family
see,
Guy.
you would think it would be The Simpsons, right?
That's what I was gonna guess.
Right?
Um,
I would guess that too.
I can totally see it being Family Guy. Or what was the first one?
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I don't. I never watched that show enough to know, so I don't know. But
I used to watch it. Now it's all freaking wokeness.
I'm gonna go with my first answer.
Family
So
Guy,
Family Guy.
right? Orphan Black. I don't even know what that is.
Mm-mm.
Right? And yes, it was Family Guy. I didn't real now, I didn't know they were in the predictions business. We always, we usually look to the Simpsons for that. But I can see where there would be some crossover.
Oh, definitely. There's been a lot of telling stuff. I mean, Family Guy, South Park, Simpsons,
Yes,
all
right?
they all are being fed something.
Something.
Looking glass technology might even be
Yeah, and
used.
mushrooms, Looking Glass and some mushrooms. I'm sure
Yeah,
that's where their content comes from. I'm positive,
yeah.
right? Yeah, oh, Elise had it. UFO Mark got it, right? All right.
Man, props to all these people for watching us, even though we're lagging like a muff.
I know. Much love, guys. Thank you. I will figure it out. I thought that we had like
That-
two shows where it didn't do that, and then
It
all of a
was
sudden,
doing pretty good last week. Yeah,
yeah. I
unless
think
you
it's
change.
my VPN, dude. Next time I'll have to run it with it off. Not Orphan Black. Yeah, I don't know what Orphan Black even is. Shark Lives Matter. They do. They do. Yes, Greg. Um. All right. What did the Native American Hopi tribe call the cave-dwelling supernatural beings that conspiracists claim were actually aliens?
Ant people.
Dude, can I give the options? Was it
Okay, go.
A, the cave giants, B, the ant people, Alara, C, the bear folks, or D, the mole men?
I could be wrong. You never know.
Giggity. Right? Right, UFO Mark? Giggity, giggity.
I mean, I just know that because we had Clifford Mahooty on our show, and I've heard him
He's
speak a few
awesome,
times, and he talks about that a lot.
right? The ant people it was. You remember Alara meeting the ant people? Or
I
meeting
was
an
with
ant
her
person, right? Yeah, I had
in
stayed at the
Sedona.
house that day. That's when I
Dude,
met
she flipped out.
Natalie.
We were all doing that chant or that meditation or whatever up on the mountain of the rocks or mountains, Sedona rocks, whatever. And she just goes, and she's panicking and flipping out. And I guess she like teleported or something to like underground in that area.
Well, she
And
had a time issue with her phone too, remember?
she did have a weird time issue with her phone. It was different than all of our phones.
Right?
And and that's weird because the phones are like
Uh-huh.
satellite. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really weird.
We had like
And
a
like
6-hour conversation that night about that, remember?
not to mention that she just happened to be there just happened to be all these ants like
Right.
crawling on us while we were trying to do this.
Man, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
The ant people. For sure.
the term for the upside down shark is tonic submission. Thank you, Brooklyn Way.
Tonic submission?
Yeah.
Ah, I like clonic tonic. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Oh, more about Obama. Okay, what did US President Obama do during an interview which proved that he was a reptilian alien? Okay. A, he swatted away a fly. B, he flitted out his forked tongue. You know, he did that I don't know how many times. C, defended the rights of the Komodo dragons to vote with IDs. Yeah, okay. And D, kept hissing his S sounds.
I mean, I don't actually know. D.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not C because he doesn't want anybody to vote with an ID. So we can mark that one off. Um,
Yeah.
so was it
Um,
yeah, A, swatted away a fly, B, flitted out his forked tongue, C, defended the rights of the dragons to vote with IDs, or D, kept hissing his S sounds.
well, yeah, the reptilians speak in Slask. That's the name of their language, and
Slask?
Slask. And the humans, the way we talk, we were designed to hiss when we say the letter S, like a slither, like a snake.
Yeah, it makes me think of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Slytherin. Yeah.
But that's why we always sound like that because we were made in
Now I'm
the
gonna be
reptilian.
tripping every time I gotta say something with an S.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, but
mess.
they do slither a lot when they talk. They when they use S's.
Well, the answer that they gave was actually swatted away a fly, which makes me question Mike Pence. Remember?
Or
When
the
he.
fly on his head.
Yeah,
That's what I
buddy.
was thinking. That's what I thought of when you said that. But I was like, no, that was Pence. But I had no idea that
Yeah.
that would
Oh,
be.
no, that was definitely Brock and Hillary at some point had a fly, and Michael Pence. Yep.
Well, guess what? My answer sounded good, right?
Right? It makes sense to me.
No, I'm not making that up though. That
Slask.
I've actually looked into that, and the reason we do hiss is because by design.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. All right. Here's a random one. Conspiracists claim that Sir Francis Bacon wrote a number of literary works under what pen name? I can totally see this actually. A. C.S.
Like,
Lewis.
I know this one.
B. William Shakespeare. C. Charles Dickens. Or D. Sir Francis Sausage.
That's B.
B. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is B. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense actually. Their style of writing was actually very similar, and there's no, Shakespeare seems to be a completely created character.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there's a lot of ties with Shakespeare and Francis Bacon and Oak Island. If you guys follow that
Oak
whole,
Island. No, no. Now tell me
yeah,
about this because I don't know of any Shakespeare Bacon ties to Oak Island. What's that about?
yeah. So Francis Bacon, there's a history of Francis Bacon on Oak Island, but there's also the Shakespeare writings. Is a map. It overlays Oak Island, like it literally is like a map for something on Oak Island, right? And there's been researchers who have like proved this time and time again. There's some correlation with Shakespeare's writings in Oak Island, and literally, if you take a certain page and like there's and lay it over the island, certain words are in certain spots where there just happens to be stones that were placed purposely, like telling, like they have Nolan's cross and all kinds of stuff. there's a correlation. Some people think that Shakespeare's writings are um a map to the treasure on Oak
Now, who
Island.
thought I want who thought to look that shit up in the first? Like, who had that much free time to figure that out? That's what I want to know.
Who has that much free time to learn that?
Man,
um, no, it's yeah, but that is a very interesting rabbit hole to go down.
man, that's crazy. Okay, what was the name of the biblical prediction that the New World Order would divide the world into 10 nations? Was it A, the Council of 10, B, the 10 nations of dominance, C, the 10 kings, or D, the UN Security Council?
I don't know this one. I don't actually
I
know.
think we talked about this at some point. We were talking about the
A
Bible, and
A Council of 10, maybe.
it seems right, right? A, the Council of 10, B, the 10 nations of dominance, C, the 10 kings, or D, the UN Security Council,
The 10 Kings sounds like it could be also three
right?
kings, 10 kings.
We three kings, right? Bacon was an occultist. Yes.
Yeah,
Fact check true,
Freemason, the
right?
Knights Templar, yeah, they all were.
Fact check true, right?
Well,
And
apparently, allegedly, and well, go ahead, keep
no,
going.
no, go
Answer the
ahead.
question.
Yeah, it was
No,
the
it has
10
nothing to do with
kings.
it.
Oh, okay, go ahead. It was C, the 10 kings.
10 Kings.
10 kings. Now, what was you going to say?
Uh, nothing. I changed my mind. Next,
What does USO stand for? Hmm? What does USO stand for? Is it ultrasonic oscillator,
no,
unidentified submerged object, ulterior spatial optics, or unbelievably silly observations?
I'm gonna go with B.
I'm going to go with B. Is that your final answer?
C.
Right. Unidentified submerged object. Oh, of course, now they're all transmedium. What? What you got going on there, sir?
It's a hat.
I like it.
It's my grandpa's.
I'm actually a fan of the poofy hats,
Goofy ball.
like the
Yeah.
poofy ball hats, right?
I
So,
didn't know because I was freezing earlier because I was sick. So I grabbed this because I was like, man. But then I started warming up and feeling better, and now I don't need it. So
woohoo!
yeah.
Right? Back to the snap back there. No, yeah.
Tyler said my middle name, Elise Brown. I did not say loser. She knows I'm
No,
messing with her. I
right?
know. Come on. I know.
Pshaw!
It's an inside joke from another chat.
All
Um,
these chats, unidentified submerged. Yes, Mel Tulip. Indeed, man. Here's a good one. What was the name of the plan rejected by JFK to fake a Cuban terror attack on American citizens? This is Conspiracy 101. Was it A, Operation Roomba, B, the Bay of Pigs, C, Miami Heat, or D, Operation Northwoods?
B.
Let's see, what does the chat say?
What does the chat say?
Right? Vote the answer with different hats. Yeah, that'd be something, right? Thanks for the tacos. What up, Wonder Mod? Alara, I see you over here. Uh, do we know if Foxhole's up, Alara? Are you able to,
I
or
you can ask her. I don't know. It's on my end. It's so slow. I can't.
man, right?
It looks like it's going, but I don't know. I really don't know.
All the people over 30 are losers. Damn, UFO Mark. Just coming in hard with the ageism. That's messed up, bruh. Right? I'm old as hell. I can't lie.
At least allegedly Brown.
Allegedly.
Lo
Allegedly.
siento, señorita. That's no loser. To no loser. Um,
All right. Chupacabra.
that's
A
not the answer.
no. Did I give the answer? Yeah, it was Northwood.
No.
Sorry. Operation
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Northwood.
Yeah,
Right?
North.
Yeah, that really pissed them off at JFK. That they had drawn up plans. I mean, this was actually declassified. I think they released all that information. Yeah, chupacabra, right?
Was that declassified with the stuff that Trump was demanding, like
No,
during
this
that
I think
time?
this was earlier than that because
That okay.
I think maybe he did declass it. I don't know. This was I'm thinking it might have been 2016. The answer is the Bay of Pigs. No, the Bay of Pigs invasion. No, Operation Northwood is where they were going to crash that plane. And then they were like, well, can we do it with no people on it? And, they were trying to figure out could they remote control the plane? Um, yeah, it was Operation Northwoods. Uh, and Mark was just playing. He's a
I
youngin'.
was just playing too,
Tyler was
Elise.
just
You know
playing.
that.
Yes,
I
they
love
know,
Elise.
right?
I love Elise.
All right, now can we talk about chupacabras?
Yeah, yeah. We did already, I thought.
Yeah, well, this is a question about them. Chupacabra, a vampire creature that attacks livestock, was first seen where? Uh, was it Mexico, Argentina, Chile, or Puerto Rico? A. Mexico, B. Argentina, C. Chile, or D. Puerto Rico?
I mean, it's South America, but I'm gonna say Mexico.
You would think, right? Because
Well,
there
I
are a lot of
know
sightings that
it's
come from
popular
there.
in Mexico. But I don't know where it was first spotted. I don't actually.
Factoid, chupacabra means goat sucker,
Yeah,
apparently. Yeah, goat sucker. And the answer is Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. All right, talk
Yeah,
about beard vet. I gotta pee.
I gotcha. Beard vet. I would happily do a full commercial and show Alara and all of her beardly glory, only I don't want to click on anything. So, guys, if you need some good rubs for your meats, for your summer cookouts, if you have this manly beard you're trying to grow and you want to get some nice oil up in there, if you need a cool t-shirt or if you just want to support vets, go to beardvet.com. You can use promo code SFN at checkout, get 10% off all orders over $35, get free shipping anyway. The coffee is delicious. Like really, it's good. And then like I said, they take a portion of every purchase goes to their veteran charity of the month. Um, Also, the company itself is veteran owned and operated. Like it's a really good way to support vets and to support both me and 1 Foot and 5D. Like I said, you can use promo code SFN at checkout for 10% off. Already up some stuff. Brooklyn Way did, and as far as I understand, she also thinks it's bomb diggity. So like yeah, like I said, if you want to get your man on, or if you want to get something for your man, they've got handmade soaps over there. Okay. Hello, Tyler's girlfriend. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, are we back?
I'm back.
You're back. That was quick, man. Did you even wash your hands, bruh? I mean, what the
Don't
hell?
worry about it.
Ah, yes, it was Puerto Rico, guys.
That happened to me on a date one time in high school. I went out with this girl and I went peeing. Uh, Came back. She's like, "Did you wash your hands?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Let me smell them."
Oh my God. Right?
And thank God they smelled like soap because I don't know what she would have done.
That's serious, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that one didn't work out.
No,
That's a little
no.
serious, man. That's a little,
I'm here, right? So
right? Woo, that's harsh. Probably, yeah. I mean, I get it. You could just kindly offer the hand sanitizer and act like you're afraid of things. That might work. Dear God, though.
why would you want to smell like I
Let
don't
me
know?
smell them. I know, right?
Yeah.
What if you were scratching your ass on the way back? She'd have been pissed then. Oh, buddy. That'd have been horrible. What a
Yeah.
horrible idea. All
If I
right.
didn't wash them, I just would have ran away from the table and let
All
her
red
pay.
faced, don't know what to say. Like, right?
Let her pay.
Uh, Elise wants to know what's the alien girlfriend's name? I forget. You told me at some point.
I I no, we've never given her a name.
Oh,
Georgina.
Georgina. Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan. We'll go with that. Tiffany says she's cute. Bring her back. Oh, thanks,
Yeah. She,
frightening me. I think it's fun too. Yeah, we do. We get down to the nitty gritty on Fridays and just kick it. I like it. I'm a
yeah,
fan.
we get so serious on our show.
Man,
It's fun. This is fun.
Yeah, just come in here like I no, I don't have to do a whole bunch of research or nothing,
Yeah.
right? We just talk
Yeah,
shit.
it's especially, and you do more than I do. I feel bad. I just show up and
That's all. That's all we need,
act like I know what I'm
Tylena,
talking about.
right?
Yeah.
All right. The Illuminati's silent sound spread spectrum device is supposedly capable of doing what? Right? The Illuminati silent sound spread spectrum device is supposedly capable of doing what? Is it A, time travel, B, levitation, C, mind control, or D, skin rejuvenation?
I don't know. See, mind control. I mean, that's what for sure they use in some devices for.
Right? Silent sound spread spectrum. I'm going to have to Google that. Like, that's something I
Well,
have
I
to.
mean, if it has anything to do with the voice of skull
Well,
technology,
that's what I was thinking too, right?
like,
I
but
mean,
there might be a
could be
scientific name for it,
could be
but
levitation though, right? Sound
but
levitation by sound could be, could
could
be,
be. Yeah.
right? No, it's
But
it's totally mind control.
yeah.
Of course, that's their game plan, mind control.
I
All
lost my virginity to a Georgina.
right. Matt Smith says, right,
Was it? It wasn't a blow up doll, was it?
right, an alien shaped blow up doll. That'd be messed up, right? So you're
But so
not.
you're not supposed to sniff other people's hands? I
Apparently, it
mean,
is frowned upon. I don't know, right?
yeah,
How can you have any meat if you don't eat your pudding, right?
yeah.
Better
Wolf
eat your
Lord,
pudding or you can't have any meat.
Georgina
Say,
Bush.
right? That's the one.
Yeah, that
That's the
voice
one.
of skull stuff, man. I've done some digging on that. That shit's crazy.
Man. Yeah, well, I'm convinced that they use that frequently. I think they mess with people too.
They do. Some of these retired guys, it's become an off the shelf product for some of these retired vets and even some of these guys who just want to get back at their ex-wife or their ex-girlfriend or something. They can totally screw with the girl or the guy. Um, Desiree Foley, she produced a large stack of documents on this stuff, and we've interviewed a few TIs on the show, and there's another guy coming forward also
I have a
who
lot.
wants,
I've had a lot of TIs reach out to me on Twitter
yeah,
asking me questions. Like that's
but yeah, but it's become an off the shelf thing. Like these guys can just like use it for the weekend and fuck with people. I don't know if that's still the case,
I'd be
but
pissed.
yeah, definitely they were doing it.
Like y'all don't want in my head, and then you definitely don't want to hear what I have to say about that shit, for sure.
No,
Like
it's not hearing what's in your head. It's putting
putting stuff
words and
in your
thoughts
head, but
into your head.
but
Yeah.
it's two way, is it not?
Yeah, I don't know. They can actually see through your eyes with this
Yeah. Well,
technology.
yeah, y'all definitely don't want in here. Just in case you're
Yeah.
curious, right? Here's one for the weed smokers. How did the CIA cause Bob Marley's fatal skin cancer? Hmm? Was it A, poisoned wire in his boot? B, remote UV laser? C, they poisoned the ganj? Or D, a Buffalo Soldier attack?
I have no idea. This is a guess.
Well, they've got these rapid acting cancers that they can affect people with, allegedly.
Yeah.
All right. So was it how did the CIA cause Bob Marley's fatal skin cancer, guys? Was it A, poisoned wire in his boot? B, remote UV laser? C, they poisoned the ganj? Or was it D, a Buffalo Soldier attack?
Poison the
Buffalo
ganj.
Soldier, right?
See.
Final answer,
Yeah.
right? It was actually a poisoned wire in his boot.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you figure like you can get different types of viruses walking around barefoot. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. You can get poked with a heroin needle, anything. Yeah.
Man, anything, right? Buffalo Soldier, right? Y'all bugging over here on YouTube. Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
somebody.
That is what we do. Wire in football boot, Matt Smith said. Yes. Yeah, UFO Mark knew. Geert knew. Yep, yep. Scott Robinson. All right. Oh.
Man, I almost want to share a story, but it's kind of
sh-
personal. But
Uh,
it has to do with being stuck with a needle.
oh dear God.
Not me. It's happened to somebody I know.
Like just walking down the street randomly?
Um, yeah, so my mom's passed away, right? She passed away when I was 25, but right after that, um, my stepdad, their neighbor owed my stepdad $5,000, and they went out to eat. Apparently, on the way back to the car, the neighbor stabbed my stepdad in the ass with a heroin needle and broke it off,
Oh no.
and, and somehow drugged him. I don't know what happened, but he doesn't remember anything. He literally, that neighbor ended up calling me. He ended up calling me. He's like, "Hey Tyler, I just walked in the." He called me from Carl. He called me from my stepdad's phone. He's like, "Hey, I just walked in the house. Carl wasn't answering his phone. He's on the couch. It doesn't look good. It looks like he's been here for a while. I don't know if he's dead or not. Blah blah blah." He had been there for like over 24 hours or something, and so they brought him to the hospital. They brought him to the hospital, and they couldn't figure out. They thought he OD'd, right? But it wasn't. They couldn't figure it out. Nothing was adding up. Nothing was in a stunt bar. They could not figure out, and he had this sore on his ass. But at the time, the hospital didn't know. Neither did Carl. He didn't
Right?
know this happened. And this sore kept getting bigger, bigger, bigger until they eventually realized they thought it was a bed sore. Well, it was a needle, right? So they literally during this whole process they declared him dead 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
He had 3 near death experiences. He went and saw my mom. He told my sister exact day when her son was going to be born. All this crazy stuff happened. They because they thought he was going to die. They were certain he wasn't going to make it. They thought you're going to lose all your memory. They told me you're never going to walk again. He didn't lose his memory. He is walking. But guess what happened? He got out of the hospital and he had a phone bill. This is back when long distance calls were not free. He had a phone bill for thousands of dollars. Turns out that the doctor who thought he was going to die was making long distance phone calls with his phone while he was laying on his deathbed.
Oh no. See, there's
Yeah.
several people that would have got their ass whooped in that situation. You
Yeah.
know,
And
like,
in the meantime, while he was in the hospital, the neighbor poisoned the dog too for whatever
oh
reason.
no, no, no.
He did
Yeah,
an
that's
autopsy
mm-mm.
on the dog. Yeah, this is like some real crazy shit.
Dude,
Um,
listen.
yeah,
Sometimes my grandfather used to say, like, there's certain things worth getting in trouble over. That would definitely be at the top of my list. Like, you are getting your ass whooped. You are getting your ass whooped, like, on
yeah.
site. Like, that's crazy, dude. That's
I'm
crazy.
telling you, like it's not. I know it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but
That's crazy.
it's that story just it blows my
Right?
mind.
That sounds like a conspiracy theory, and that's one of those things where it's
Yeah,
true and it's
yeah.
crazy.
Hmm.
People are nuts.
All over $5,000. This guy didn't want to pay,
Man, come on now. That's wild.
and they can never prove it either. That guy's still free.
That Oh no. See, there wouldn't be no need for proof at that point.
Well, yeah. There's been more to that. There's more to that story, but we'll leave it out.
We'll leave it at that, right? That's wild, dude. All right. What? Yeah, somebody got their ass whooped for sure with a quickness. What secret weapon does the New World Order supposedly keep stashed under the Denver airport? Is it a fleet of black helicopters, B, a supply of chemtrail toxins? I could see that. C, an army of killer battle bots, or D, a monarch mind control station?
The
Final answer?
it could probably be all of that
I
stuff.
know, right? They
I
probably
don't
got all
actually.
that shit down there for sure,
Yeah.
right? It is actually a fleet of black helicopters, which I guess makes sense because it's an airport. But Denver, the Denver airport, man, I hope I never have to go through there. Like, I don't even want to be anywhere near there,
It sucks. It sucks there. Brooklyn Way. That's the craziest story I've ever heard. One of them, anyway.
right? Yeah, that's some wild. That's wild, right?
um. Yeah. No. It's a messed up story.
Right,
There's a lot more details too, but whatever. You
right.
get the point.
That's crazy. Yep, that's why. K-Ria, 5 grand over 5 stacks. Like,
Yeah.
Hope it was worth it, sir.
There might have been some more involved. I don't actually know, but apparently that was it.
That's crazy, dude. Mm-mm. All right. What was the code name for the secret U.S. government project to build saucer-shaped UFO-like aircraft? Okay, the official name. Was it A, Excelsior, B, Project Frisbee, C, the XPL-51 hover saucer, or D, Silverbug?
What was the question again? I was half daydreaming when you asked the question.
Thanks, Tyler.
I'm
What
still
was
thinking about that whole story.
I know
Like,
that's wild shit, dude. That
uh,
is wild shit. What was the code name for the secret US government project to build saucer-shaped UFO-like aircraft? So the code name for the project to build UFOs. A,
Frisbee? I don't know.
right? Seems legit. Was it A, Excelsior, B, Project Frisbee, C, the XPL-51 hover saucer, or D, Silverbug?
It's either Silverbug or Frisbee. I don't know. I don't know this answer.
All right, it was Silverbug, actually. I didn't know that either. I did not know that. All right, what do we? I know you're. We'll do like maybe what, two more?
Yeah, we'll do two more and then guys, next week I won't we will not be doing this next week. I have prior engagements
Yeah.
um that I cannot
No.
miss.
No. No. No.
So
No.
we won't be here.
But we'll be back the next week. I assume.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Why would a conspiracist be relieved to learn that his friend has high blood pressure? Okay. Ooh, tricky one. Why would a conspiracist be relieved to learn that his friend has high blood pressure? Is it A, because the high blood pressure blocks Illuminati mind control? B, the high blood pressure lowers carbon emissions? Could be. Could be. C, the aliens don't abduct people with high blood pressure? Or D, it means they aren't a reptilian? Mhm.
It's I don't even I have no
No
idea.
idea. It's a weird one. It's a
Yeah.
weird one, right? Well, apparently it means that they are not a reptilian.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they don't have that, venous spasms like that.
So we're learning a lot. We know what
We
to
are.
look for eye
We
color.
do.
We know that high blood pressure means that they're not a reptilian. So
Right?
what if you get a somebody with a high blood pressure who has hazel eyes?
Man, I wonder. I wonder.
Somebody be tripping. That's
Right?
like the same people who are like, what did the people in the
Mm.
Bible use for a Bible?
Right? Questions you
Yeah.
ask when you're
Yeah.
stoned. Like, right? We know that flies will land on you if you are a reptilian. We know all of these things now. We are learning. All right, let me find a good one here. Oh, here we go. All right. What group committed mass suicide in 1997 in order to catch a ride on a UFO?
It has to do something with the Phoenix Lights.
What group committed mass suicide in 97 in order to catch a ride on a UFO? Was it A, the Church of Scientology, B, Heaven's Gate, C, the Holy Hitchhikers, or D, the Final Frontier Club?
I don't know. Final Frontier Club.
You don't remember that?
No, I know the
Straight.
Phoenix Lights were in 97, but I
That
don't know. I actually don't know this.
man, that which I'm sure did not help these people's decision making at all. It was actually Heaven's Gate. The Heaven's Gate
Really?
call. Man, that dude, you didn't ever see the dude? He had the white hair, his eyes were all crazy. They wore them like track suits. All them people that died, man, that shit was wild. I remember that happening. Hmm.
I was young then. I wasn't paying attention to much, and
Oh yeah,
that's
I
something I've
forget I'm
never.
old, like legit old. That's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Um,
I think I was like a senior in high school when that happened.
I do remember for 2012, the guy that was going to jump off the cliff into that portal. Um, That was my
Poor
favorite.
decision making, man.
They were selling T-shirts and everything. Remember that? He claimed it, and at
Uh-uh.
the December 21st, 2012, at this exact time, this portal was going to open up somewhere, and he was going to jump off the cliff into the
Did
portal.
he do it?
And no, he didn't end up doing it. But it was a huge. I mean, there was like it was a huge event that people were preparing for. I was following it. I was on the website. They were selling T-shirts. I'm like, is this guy really going to jump? And he was making tons of money. People were buying these
Oh, he was
T-shirts. They
like,
were
yeah,
going.
I'm wait.
Yeah, and then at the last minute, he doesn't jump
I bet not.
because the law enforcement or whoever wouldn't let him do it. But uh, he really was convinced that he was channeled. He channeled that there's going to be a portal open up, and he was going to peace on out.
Yeah, I don't know about jumping off a cliff into it though. Like if I can't walk through it, I'm good.
Yeah,
Like
I
y'all
forgot.
better.
There was like a whole campaign. I mean, it was crazy.
That's wild. That's wild. Man, that is wild.
We'll do
Well,
one more. Do
one
one
more.
more.
All right, let's do one
One more.
more.
One more.
Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. Okay. Santo Antonio, a small town in southern Brazil, experienced a storm in 2013 that rained down what type of creatures? Right? Was it A, frogs, B, spiders, C, worms, or D, elephants?
Hey,
Seems legit, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Right? UFO Mark says, as a teenager, I literally drove past their compound where it was gated on my way to the beach on the bus. That's wild. The suicide cult folk, the Heaven's Gate. Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
Santo Antonio, a small town in southern Brazil, experienced a storm in 2013 that rained down what type of creatures? A, frogs, B, spiders, C, worms, or D, elephants?
Feel like it could be spiders.
Which one are you
I have
going with,
no.
frogs or spiders?
Elephants.
Elephant. It was clearly elephants, bruh. Duh. Yeah, it was spiders.
Yeah.
Like, hell no. Just no. Can you imagine?
Any of the other ones are better. Even elephant,
Any,
because you could at
any of
least
the
see them
other
coming.
ones. Man, there's no way. Like, anything to do with a spider, and I am out. Like, I can't even. I can't even. Mm-mm. Like, there is no way. They're all thinking frogs. Frogs sounds kind of biblical, right? Like,
Frog
raining
sounds like,
down
yeah,
frogs, like
typical, yeah,
that would
raining
happen,
frogs.
you
Yeah.
know.
Feel like I've probably seen a video of that one time or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
Mel Tulip had it. Spiders, though, like, that's horrible. Horrible. Crystal had it. Melody had it. Yeah, spiders. Pepe. Yeah, it was definitely Pepe, right?
Hey, let me screen share again, please.
Yeah, have at it.
One sec. Um, so if we're wrapping up, I'm gonna promote this conference real quick,
Promote the conference, bruh.
even if they can even see it. You
Yep,
see it?
there. It should be up there.
The guys, so Aaron and I will be speaking at this conference in Sedona, July 23rd to the 25th, the Great Family of Light Gathering, put on by our good friends Jace and Alexis, Jace of Cosmic
Whoop, whoop.
Origin, Alexis of Ascension Diaries, who also does Space Force News Weather. Kate Awakening, Alara will be there. Um, and some other people. I'm actually not familiar with everybody. I do know Zen God is, but it's going to be a lot of fun. 333, $333. That's not bad.
Right.
222 with crypto, so that's
Ooh,
even better.
crypto.
Yeah.
Right. Live stream too.
Yeah, live stream $111, $77 with crypto. Familyoflight.info is where you can grab your tickets. Um, it's at the Sedona Creative Live Center. Man, I am a terrible. I'm
Ah,
not doing this conference justice at all.
promos, right? Sexual kung fu, though. Look at that. Jonathan White is going to be breaking it down with the Shaolin sexual kung fu of
Yeah,
some
I don't know
sort.
what. I don't
I
know.
I
Yeah,
have no
some of
idea
these
what that is.
people. Troy Casey, certified health nut. Apparently, a lot of people follow him, and that dude like knows his shit.
I
I
mean,
don't
he
know.
looks kind of buff. I mean, if you're going
Yeah,
to listen to somebody, it better be a buff guy, right? Talking
yeah.
about health,
Yeah, no kidding.
right?
Anyway, guys, if you feel like coming to hang out, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's literally the following weekend after ECETI. So, doing two conferences back to back.
Ooh,
I'll be gone for like 12 to 14 days. It's gonna be fun.
sounds like it. Sounds like it. I understand that place is beautiful too. The Sedona Creative Life Center.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've only seen pictures, but yeah.
Yeah, it looked kind of awesome, right?
Hmm.
Elephant NATO. All right, guys. Well, I cannot thank you enough for watching. If you want to support this channel, you can donate directly at loyal2thefoil.com or with Cash App. It is in the description below. Also, guys, if you haven't gone over to Rokfin and made the free account, you need to do it. There are a ton of good content creators over there. And if you're feeling froggy and you want to subscribe through my channel, you get access to all the premium content on the platform. They also have the Android app on the Play Store now, which is sweet. Um, and like I said, if you drink coffee, you want to get your manly beard on, go to beardvet.com, use promo code SFN at checkout for 10% off. You support this channel and some vets. It's a win-win. Like Tyler said, we are not going to be here next Friday because of previous engagements, but no worries. We will be back the following Friday. And I will see you guys Sunday for Space Force News. So until then, stay loyal.
Good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you for the donations.
Yes, we love you. We love you.
I like how we just talked it out like
Yeah, we
last
can
time.
talk it out, right?
Yeah.
Might as well. Shit.
So how was your barbecue earlier?
Man, right? A mess.
Yeah.
Dog out there acting crazy. Chicken. I was grilling some chicken, trying to do the healthy thing, you know.
Foil? Were you loyal to the foil?
I did use foil. You know,
Right.
I am loyal to the foil with the foil. Always. Right?
Yeah.
I put some of that slap fire jerk rub from Beard Vet on it. Man, listen. For real. Not even joking. That shit was flame. Like, I was stoked.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm starving right now, actually.
Oh, so good.
As soon as you